How frequently should older adults engage in sex? Is there an ideal number that guarantees happiness, health, or deeper connection? You might be surprised by what science actually reveals. Stick with me until the end, and I'll share a little-known fact that could completely shift your perspective on intimacy at this stage of life. Society often dismisses the idea of seniors maintaining an active sex life, as if it's something people are meant to outgrow. But here's the truth: intimacy doesn't have an expiration date. In fact, research is showing that sexual activity in later years brings significant benefits to both the body and mind. Still, many of us wonder, what's considered normal? Should sex be a weekly routine, a monthly occurrence, or just something that happens when the moment feels right? Let's explore the science, debunk some myths, and uncover the real answer to how often older adults should be having sex. To start, let's discuss why intimacy remains crucial as we age. We've all heard the misconceptions. People become too old for sex, or it's not the same anymore. But in reality, the advantages of sex don't fade over time. In some ways, they actually increase. Keeping an active sex life in your later years can significantly enhance both your physical and mental well-being. Let's begin with the physical benefits. Engaging in regular intimacy can lower the risk of heart disease. Research suggests that sexual activity functions similarly to exercise by elevating heart rate and promoting better circulation. Now, it's not a substitute for hitting the gym, but incorporating intimacy into your life does contribute to cardiovascular health. Additionally, sex triggers the release of endorphins, the brain's natural mood boosters, which help reduce stress, ease pain, and improve overall mood. And don't overlook the impact on sleep. Many older adults struggle with sleep disturbances, but physical closeness and intimate touch promote relaxation by releasing oxytocin, the bonding hormone. This not only alleviates anxiety, which can keep you awake at night, but also helps relax your muscles, reducing tension and allowing you to rest more peacefully. Beyond the physical benefits, one of the most powerful effects of maintaining intimacy is its positive influence on mental health. As we grow older, feelings of loneliness, anxiety, and even depression can become more prevalent. Studies indicate that seniors who remain sexually active report lower levels of depression and anxiety. There's something incredibly affirming about feeling wanted, appreciated, and connected. A satisfying intimate relationship reminds you that you're still vibrant, still engaged in life, and still relevant. Now, what about cognitive health? You may have heard people say that sex benefits memory, and surprisingly, they're right. Research suggests that engaging in sexual activity stimulates specific areas of the brain, helping to maintain neural connections. This could even play a role in reducing the risk of age-related cognitive decline, including conditions like Alzheimer's. In other words, intimacy is not just good for your body and emotions. It also supports brain function, offering both mental clarity and emotional stability. Of course, we can't forget the emotional side of intimacy. Physical closeness with a partner strengthens feelings of connection. This isn't just about romance, it's about knowing that someone sees you, values you, and desires you. Emotional intimacy fosters trust, deepens bonds, and provides incredible support, especially as life presents new challenges with age. Over time, this connection contributes to a profound sense of emotional security and fulfillment, reinforcing the love and trust between partners. Now, let's get to the big question. How often should older adults have sex? You're probably expecting a clear, definite answer. Well, here's the truth. There's no universal rule. The frequency of sex matters far less than the quality of the connection you share with your partner. What's most important is that both of you feel satisfied and emotionally fulfilled. That said, let's take a look at the research for some perspective. Studies, including those from the National Library of Medicine, consistently link regular sexual activity to better health outcomes. One study focused on adults aged 65 and older found that those who had sex at least once a week were more likely to report greater happiness and overall life satisfaction, including stronger relationships. However, and this is key, it's not just about how often sex happens. The real value lies in the experience itself, rather than hitting a specific number per week. While research suggests that weekly intimacy may be a happy medium, ultimately, the right frequency is whatever feels right for you and your partner. Paraphrased text. Research also indicates that couples who engage in sex less frequently still report high levels of emotional and physical satisfaction. This underscores why there's no universal, perfect number. What matters most is understanding what works for you. Some couples feel completely fulfilled with intimacy once a month, while others prefer to maintain their connection through more frequent touch, affection, or even simple moments of closeness without full intercourse. Here's something interesting. As people age, many find that sex shifts from being performance-driven to focusing more on emotional connection and shared intimacy. When you remove the pressure to perform, something many of us experience in our younger years, sex can take on a deeper meaning. This change in perspective has been shown to increase relationship satisfaction and, for some, even lead to more frequent intimacy. The key is that sex isn't about meeting a quota but about nurturing a meaningful connection and enjoying the experience. Additionally, health plays a major role in how often intimacy occurs. Factors like joint pain, fatigue, or low energy may slow things down, but they don't have to bring an end to a fulfilling sex life. In fact, moderate sexual activity can help alleviate these issues by improving circulation, enhancing flexibility, and even boosting energy levels over time. If certain medical conditions are a concern, having an open discussion with your doctor is essential. While some conditions may require adjustments, they shouldn't prevent intimacy altogether. Sex can still be part of your life in a way that aligns with your personal comfort and health. That being said, the most important thing isn't how often it happens, it's how much you enjoy it. At this stage in life, there's no need to conform to societal expectations about what's normal. Whether you and your partner are intimate weekly, monthly, or simply whenever the moment feels right, what truly matters is that you both feel happy and connected. In the end, fulfillment isn't about frequency, it's about emotional, mental, and physical satisfaction with your partner, free from external pressures. Sex should be a source of joy, connection, and overall well-being. While it plays a crucial role in both physical and emotional health, many older adults encounter obstacles that make intimacy more challenging. Health concerns, self-consciousness, and lifestyle factors can all create barriers, but these challenges can be addressed and managed. Let's explore how. Overcoming physical challenges. Health and mobility issues are among the most common difficulties older adults face when it comes to intimacy. Chronic pain, arthritis, and reduced flexibility can make certain positions uncomfortable. If this is something you're experiencing, don't be discouraged. There are ways to adapt. Positioning is key. Trying positions that require less movement or provide more support, such as side-by-side or seated positions, can increase comfort without compromising intimacy. Small adjustments, like using pillows for support or finding angles that reduce strain, can make a big difference. Another common issue, particularly for women, is vaginal dryness due to hormonal changes or menopause. If this affects your sexual comfort, there are many effective solutions, such as lubricants and vaginal moisturizers, that can make intimacy more enjoyable. Exploring these options and discussing them openly with your partner can help maintain a satisfying sex life. Navigating emotional and mental barriers. Beyond physical challenges, mental and emotional obstacles can also impact intimacy. Aging can bring changes in body image, self-confidence, and anxiety around sex. Some people may struggle with thoughts like, "Am I still attractive?" or "What if I'm not satisfying my partner?" The best way to navigate these feelings is through open communication. Talking honestly with your partner about your concerns can be incredibly reassuring. You may be surprised to learn that they see you in a far more loving and appreciative light than you might assume. In fact, many people find that sex in later years becomes more fulfilling because both partners are more comfortable with vulnerability. There's a unique sense of closeness that comes from sharing your thoughts, fears, and desires. Simply opening up to each other can strengthen your bond, ease anxieties, and deepen emotional intimacy, making your intimate moments even more meaningful. Managing external stress and psychological barriers. Daily life responsibilities, such as caregiving or other obligations, can sometimes interfere with intimacy. Additionally, older adults may face increased feelings of isolation or depression, which can lower sexual desire. If you're struggling with ongoing stress, sadness, or anxiety, seeking support, whether from a partner, a trusted friend, or even a therapist, can make a world of difference. Addressing these emotional burdens can free you to enjoy intimacy more fully, without the weight of external pressures. And here's something important to remember. You deserve pleasure and connection at every stage of life. The power of emotional intimacy. Sex for older adults is about more than just physical pleasure. It's a profound way to express love, care, and connection with a partner. Emotional intimacy plays a critical role in overall well-being, influencing self-esteem, happiness, and a sense of belonging. As we grow older, relationships naturally evolve. Changes in health, lifestyle, or personal circumstances can shift the way we experience intimacy. But rather than diminishing, the need for closeness often deepens over time. In earlier years, sex may have been driven by passion, excitement, or physical attraction. But as we age, it often becomes an emotional anchor, something that provides comfort, trust, and a deeper connection with a loved one. Paraphrased text. One of the greatest gifts of aging is truly knowing yourself and feeling at ease in your own skin. At this stage, the best kind of intimacy is rooted in trust, connection, and a deep emotional and mental understanding of one another. This is when sexual intimacy moves beyond just physical pleasure and becomes a powerful expression of love and affection. There's no pressure to impress or perform, just the simple joy of being with the person you've chosen to share your life with. In fact, many people find that sex later in life feels even more profound because it centers on vulnerability and emotional closeness. There's something deeply special about knowing someone intimately, not just physically but emotionally and spiritually as well. Small gestures like holding hands, locking eyes, or simply enjoying quiet moments together before intimacy can create meaningful bonds that enhance both joy and connection. Love, vulnerability, and desire. Studies have shown that older adults who maintain an active sex life tend to have stronger emotional connections. These couples often report feeling more secure in their relationships, which not only enhances their romance but also contributes to greater overall happiness and life satisfaction. Another crucial aspect of intimacy is the feeling of being desired. Regardless of age, everyone wants to feel wanted. While physical intimacy certainly helps keep the spark alive, it's the affectionate touches, gentle gestures, and expressions of love that truly reinforce a sense of being valued. Research suggests that long-term couples who regularly nurture intimacy, whether through sex, cuddling, or even small acts of affection, tend to experience deeper emotional bonds. It's these seemingly simple moments of connection that sustain relationships and strengthen closeness well into later years. Intimacy beyond sex. It's also important to remember that intimacy doesn't have to look one particular way. Some older couples, even without traditional sexual activity, still experience deeply fulfilling relationships simply by maintaining close physical touch and romantic connection. What truly matters is keeping the emotional bond alive, whether through sex, hugging, or spending quality time together. That emotional closeness is what fuels the heart, promotes well-being, and supports an active and joyful life. The truth is, intimacy isn't bound by age. Whether it happens often or occasionally, the emotional significance of physical touch and love remains just as powerful. There are countless ways to sustain connection, and no matter what stage of life you're in, you deserve to experience affection, closeness, and emotional fulfillment. Embracing your intimacy. So here we are, recognizing the importance of intimacy, understanding how often it happens, and learning to navigate challenges. But the most vital takeaway is this: embrace your intimacy in later years. Age should never be a barrier to meaningful, loving, and fulfilling sexual experiences. Instead, this time in life can be an opportunity to redefine intimacy on your own terms, without societal pressure to match the energy or activity levels of your younger years. This is your life, your journey, and you get to set the standard for what intimacy means to you. When you remove the pressure to perform like younger generations, you open the door to a more authentic and meaningful connection. The beauty of this stage in life is that comparison and perfection no longer matter. What does matter is the genuine connection that enriches your relationship. Intimacy should bring joy, warmth, and closeness, not stress or expectations. The power of open communication that leads us to something else essential: communication. It's easy to fall into the mindset that you need to meet your partner's expectations, but the reality is that honest and open conversations only strengthen intimacy. Talk about what feels good, what doesn't, and what you might want to explore together. Share how you feel physically and emotionally. When both partners are attuned to each other's needs, intimacy flows more naturally and with greater depth. As we age, our bodies naturally change, and so does our relationship with intimacy. But rather than fearing these changes, we should see them as a new chapter. Many older adults report having the best sex of their lives in later years, because they've reached a stage of mutual understanding, self-acceptance, and deep emotional connection. When there's no rush, no pressure to impress, and no insecurity holding you back, intimacy becomes more fulfilling than ever. Self-care and healthy aging. Another key factor in maintaining intimacy is taking care of yourself, physically and mentally. Regular exercise and a balanced diet contribute significantly to sexual health. Staying active enhances flexibility, increases energy, and supports overall well-being, which positively affects your sex life. Whether it's strength training, yoga, or swimming, keeping your body agile can help you feel good physically, emotionally, and sexually. Mental wellness is just as crucial. Intimacy doesn't have to be frequent to be satisfying. What matters is that it happens when it feels right and brings genuine enjoyment. Mindfulness practices, meditation, or stress-reducing activities can help clear mental barriers, making it easier to feel connected to your partner. The less stress you carry, the more open you'll be to experiencing intimacy fully. It's also important to celebrate the changes that come with age instead of mourning what's different. There is immense power in self-acceptance, recognizing your own beauty at every stage of life. You are an experienced, vibrant person, and no one should convince you otherwise. You are just as deserving of love, intimacy, and pleasure as ever. Keeping the spark alive. At the core of it all, intimacy should never be about meeting societal expectations. It should be about what you and your partner truly desire. Physical and emotional closeness evolve over time, often deepening in ways that bring even greater fulfillment. Age is not a limitation, rather, it offers an opportunity for intimacy to grow in a more meaningful way. It doesn't matter whether intimacy happens once a week, once a month, or whenever you both feel connected. What matters is that you continue to nurture love, communication, and closeness in a way that feels natural and fulfilling. Final thoughts. The answer to how often? So, how often should older adults be having sex? There's no universal answer. The real key is staying connected, communicating openly, and embracing intimacy in a way that feels right for you. Think of intimacy as a gift, not an obligation. Whether it happens frequently, occasionally, or through small moments of affection, the most important thing is that you and your partner continue to nourish your bond in a way that keeps your love alive. Share your thoughts before you go. I'd love to hear from you. What are your thoughts on intimacy as we age? Drop a comment below, like this video, and don't forget to subscribe for more conversations on aging and relationships. Also, be sure to sign up for the Wise Advice newsletter for tips, insights, and uplifting content delivered straight to your inbox. Let's continue to grow and thrive together.